Again, it was and still is my pleasure to be here with all of you at SpeedDocsAThon, benefiting Save the Children. We had a wonderful run already, putting us at $400 of our, well, flexible overall goal. That's 40% of CJ gets experience. And with me, I now have, and a lovely voice, Ruby Heart. Take it away.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. And again, welcome to SpeedDocsAthon. This is my first time hosting, and I am very excited to be here with you all. As you all know, we are here raising money for Save the Children, and our next run up is going to be Grand Theft Auto San Andreas with Riekelt. I'm really excited to see this run, and we did meet the incentive in order to do the Chinatown Wars speed run as well right afterwards. So make sure to stay put for that run as we get really hyped for it.
ساكن أنا وأخواتي هذا المخيم من سنة. بعد راحت عنا الدار ما ساكنين ضيعتنا ساكنين بخيمي. بعد 10 سنين ما بقدر بدخل بالمدرسة. بعدين نظلم إنه هيك ما بقدر بدخل بالمدرسة ما بصير بالجامعة. الحرب استلت علينا خلتنا ننزح من بيوتنا. هلا لما بكبر بصير قاسي وأعلم الأولاد ما يضلوا من المدرسة.
All right, everyone, we are back. With me is Riekelt, and we are getting ready to play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Go ahead and take it away.
Hello, hello. I'm Riekelt. Since apparently that is a big myth between, or in the Speed Docs community. My name is Riekelt. And not whatever CJ is telling you. Don't worry about it. And I'm here with San Andreas. I hope we're all pretty much excited for that. And I guess we should probably start. Also, I had another t-shirt in mind, but I saw the previous two runners, Macaranium and Heinke, in ESA shirts, so I had to join. In any case, let's start the run. I assume most people know what Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is, by the way. And you don't need to know anything about it, because this is the remastered version, the awful version. Okay, let's get started. In 3, 2, 1, go! So, first things first. This is a bike, and I don't need that bike. I am searching for a police bike. That is the most important thing at the start of the run. I see one right there, but it's going away. If I don't find one relatively soon, I may or may not need to reset, which isn't the worst. We got some time for that, for at least one reset, otherwise it's might go a little bit overestimate, but don't worry about it. I see them going the wrong way, but not my way. So one here, maybe? Nope. I'm just gonna restart from here. Normally I should actually restart the whole game. But for the sake of a marathon, this is faster. So, do we have a police bike? There is no police bike, and as far as I know, since this is actually the start of the run, there is no way to manipulate that. So expect this definitely makes for the biggest resets in the game. I'm just gonna restart again. It is really important that I get a police bike at the start, because whenever the clock says 7:46 on the clock in the top right, apparently, I need to activate Vigilante. I don't have any luck just yet. Oh yeah, I should also mention the other cool shirt that was on earlier in the marathon. The SpeedDocsAThon shirt. I'm gonna pick one up as well. Oh, that started great. So I just got a police bike, and hopefully this police bike doesn't bust me. Nice. So that is one thing. I have Vigilante. Next, I need some grenades for a multitude of reasons. Mostly to make explosions and do a little bit of damage, including damage to myself. Don't worry, it's all fine. It's all calculated. So I'm starting Vigilante right now. And the moment it says 7:46, it's not really precise like that. I need to, yeah, I just ended Vigilante. It's really important that I do it at a certain time, and it's different for everyone else, so I would definitely recommend practicing how that goes, because this is a really difficult category. It's not frame perfect, it's millisecond perfect. And I honestly wouldn't know until the end of the run, or the middle of the run. Because this value that I'm setting is hidden from you, and you won't know if you got it until 8 minutes into the run. So out of the... yeah, this run is like 15-16 minutes long. Not too long. Like, should probably also explain what this category actually is. It's called any percent, and the glitch is an arbitrary jump in script, meaning that normally, if you know anything about programming, you know that it goes from top to the next row to the next row to the next row, and it jumps to another row whenever you tell it to. Well, I just got a certain value, I hope. Probably not, because this is a marathon run. And I wanted to go to that line, so that it starts the last part of the last mission of the game. That is the goal. I kind of need to put that number in... yeah, put that number into memory, the current line, whatever it's called. I'm not too great in explaining that specifically. But just know that I'm going to confuse the game later on. Oh yeah, they're saying bad words in this marathon run. I'm so sorry. I hope you can appreciate it though. Ryder is kind of a potty mouth. In any case, So I said, I'm confusing the game, and it's millisecond precise. It's a little bit more nicer like that, because there are 7 values that work, but the values are, even though they're close together, they're pretty much not next to each other. There's 82,070, for example, and 82,073, 77, but 75, for example, isn't one of these values. So again, it is very lucky, and when I actually went for attempts, it took me 2 months to get 2 finished runs. Something that I should have also... I need a car to spawn. Thank you very much. You saw me take a really weird route through an alleyway to get here. That has to do with a specific thing that I need to evade. So in this game, there are certain objects that kind of override that same value, that same variable in the game that Setting Vigilante did. And by literally being near it, it kind of resets it. So I need to be out of harm's way for that. I'm waiting for Ryder to come. Is Ryder coming? Oh, the marathon luck. So Ryder never rode forward. So I think I need to give him a little push. This item that I was talking about, that I never disclosed, are vending machines. Ryder, are you okay? It's all good, it's all good. Yeah, there are vending machines in the game. There's one all the way over there next to the bar, the 10 green bottles. There's one right next to the park where I was. And there's actually one near the start, but that doesn't matter too much. So, in any percent no AJS or whatever you play the good version on, you can actually skip this cutscene. However, in the remastered version, which a lot of people hate, you can't skip this cutscene. And this whole glitch, you can technically do it on other versions as well. Like your phone version, the Xbox version, the old PC version. But the only difference is that the game crashes there, and it can actually handle it here on the Windows Store version. So yes, I spent, I think, €7 of my money on the Windows Store version, which is inferior in every way. I don't even know how to aim my gun in this one. But fortunately, I don't need a lot of gun aiming in this category. So remember that I said stay away from the vending machines? Well, I'm naughty, and... oh no, there's one. Whatever shall I do? So it appears that... that the first time you are close to a vending machine, it's kind of okay. Like, the script activates, but it doesn't do anything yet. Also, I'm very sorry for this widescreen, but I just glitched the arcade machine. Now I'm throwing these grenades to self-defeat the character. And now I'm at the hospital. And now I'm holding what we call a glitch phone call. What is a glitch phone call? Basically, the game has 2 mission states. Either you're on a mission or you're not on a mission. If you're on a mission, you can't save the game, you can't start other missions, and some things like that. And one of those things is, like, the moment you get a phone call, you're basically on mission. And what I just did is thinking that, or letting the game think that I'm on a mission while I'm not. So I'm still holding the phone call, and I'm letting it go while going inside of this marker. So you can see that I just started this mission, Ryder. I'm not killing Ryder, but the mission marker is still there. Meaning that I could technically start the game, or the mission again, and whenever I do that, I'm starting the mission twice, and the game thinks that I did 2 missions instead of 1, so I'm skipping the next mission, which is a really poor choice. So what I'm doing right now is instead, I'm gonna dupe it later, kind of, but not yet. It's pretty technical. What is important here is that I take a hairstyle that looks good, that Ryder thinks, hey, that is a good hairstyle. So I got an interesting mustache and an afro. So currently Ryder has something to say, and I want him to keep saying that. So I'm currently in a sort of cutscene. There are no cars spawning, and now I need to like dupe the mission before he finishes this voice line. Whenever I press escape, he repeats. So now I have to run all the way home because there are no cars and whatnot. Don't worry about it. So by holding a phone call and then kind of hanging it up, I actually got free control. It's really hard to see. Because honestly, GTA games, if you don't know what's going on, it's really hard to follow. But don't worry about it. Oh, darn. Can I please jump over this? Okay, I'm here. There's a tree over here. And his voice will be louder right now. That is because there are 2 CJs saying the same thing. So right now, I'm going to confuse the game by game overing, starting Vigilante, and failing this mission at the same time. Okay, so I need to be really quick. 1 stroopwafel. And if everything went right and I got the correct value, I would actually warp to the game. But you see, the game crashed, unfortunately. But in a marathon setting, that is totally to be expected. Don't worry about it. So I'm gonna load this autosave, and I'm gonna use, let's say that I got a save with the correct value, which I totally have, and I'm not using Cheat Engine for that, to give me the correct value. And I'm gonna do all of this over again. So while that is happening, I'm gonna look at our current donation reader, Ruby Heart, and maybe they have something interesting to say.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So I just want to remind everyone that we are here raising money for Save the Children Fund. So this organization promotes policy change to gain more rights for young people, especially by enforcing the UN Declaration of Rights of the Child. Saving the children through coordinated emergency relief efforts, helping to protect children from the post-effects of war and violence. Save the Children has generally consultative status in the United Nations Economic and Social Council. So every penny of today's funds raised is going to be going to Save the Children. And then let me see. As far as other things, the newest SpeedDocs video, the Shadow of the Colossus World Record History, is out now, and you can actually check that out by going to youtube.com/SpeedDocs. So that's what we've got over here, just that update on Save the Children and on the SDAT. So I'll go ahead and turn it back to you.
Thank you, thank you. So I'm back at the mission again. I don't know why, but my driving here is impeccable. But only when I'm here. And something that I didn't actually point out, but I know that this went super well when Ryder is Undertale. He talks like an Undertale character, like Sans. Unfortunately, I kind of spoke over it, mistimed it. Not a real speedrunner. Doesn't matter. So, I gotta do this over. And I'm gonna properly narrate what I'm going to do exactly. Currently, I'm not holding a phone call. But because the game thinks I'm not on a mission, I can get a phone call right now, which I'm holding going in here. Getting the Afro and stash. I think there's another one that is okay. But I don't know exactly which one it is. Okay, so I'm holding the phone call right now. And I'm letting go now, during the fade. And because of how timing works, I'm quote-unquote out of the call. And I can walk freely in cutscenes. That's the same on the old PC version, the good one. And now I'm gonna drive or run home again. And don't worry, I actually did practice. Otherwise we're gonna be here for 5 more minutes. You can actually see me running, and just before pressing escape, you can see me jump. That is because if I don't, I actually come to a full halt, and it just wastes a little bit of time. So this glitch doesn't actually work if Ryder stops talking, or at least finishes his line. That is why I need a good haircut. You know something? I'm gonna do this glitch because I got a good value. And there's a lot of on Mission Zero manipulation in the any percent no AGS category, which is hours long. My PB is 4 hours and 42 minutes, which is... It's not the best. World record is like an hour underneath. But only this year they got like some amazing new strats. One elephant. So, end of the line. I think the game crashed because my bike was also on fire. Oops. So we gotta have to do that again. I'm very sorry. I've never had that happen in the 300 attempts that I did. So in the meantime, hey Ruby.
Absolutely, I've got your back, and good luck.
Thank you.
I firsthand have experience with things that you never expect happening during a marathon. So just to tell you all a little bit more about Save the Children. Children living in households and communities impacted by conflict, natural disasters, and global pandemics are often at an increased risk of abuse, violence, and exploitation. Save the Children does whatever it takes to be there for children in crisis. Always at the ready, Save the Children are among the first to respond and the last to leave, staying as long as it takes to help children and family recover from their losses, restore their lives, and build resilience for years to come. So if you have any donations that you can send our way, it is always appreciated to help support that goal. And I would say, I actually have a question for you about this run. So what specifically causes the reset glitches that happen like that? I know you mentioned that some of them are more intentional and others are more unpredictable.
What do you mean specifically with the reset glitch?
Oh, just you've had to reset a few times because of different things that have happened in game. So what exactly caused those?
Okay, so I'm duping a certain mission and trying to confuse the game into accepting a new line number or script number to go into. And like I got a specific number that I know where it goes, namely the last mission of the game, or the last part of the last mission of the game. But if it's an invalid number, so something that would point nowhere, with only a small like value change of something else, it doesn't know what to do and it just crashes. However,
Got
a few times I had it happen that I actually went to a totally different part of the game, somewhere in the middle, or another part of the last mission. It's literally telling the game, hey, just start at this mission.
Tell Big Smoke he needs a cut.
You know something? I take it back. Old Reese still
Nice RNG plane over there.
I take it back. Old Reese still got it.
If you didn't see it, there was a small airplane that sometimes spawns out of nowhere, and it just flies over you or crashes into a tree and kills you in the process. It's really unfortunate when that happens. And it didn't kill any percent runs, but this is not a main category. I mean, it kind of is, but hardly anyone does it just because of how awful it is. A better category is any percent no AJS, which is the old any percent before this glitch was found by Powdynet. Shout out to Powdynet. I see that the chat knows some things. Old Reese still got it cracking. Okay, if I don't get it now, I'm gonna be really sad. But if I just park it a little bit farther away, it should be good.
Old Reese still got, you know something? I take it back. You know something? I take it back. Old Reese still, you know something?
Yeah, this is far away enough, I hope.
I take it back. Old Reese, you know something? I take it back. Old Reese, you know something? I take, you know something?
Okay, better.
You know something?
One stroopwafel. This is it. This is what I want to see. Retry from last checkpoint? No. So this, if I would get this in an attempt, I would literally go outside, shout it from the roof, hey, I did it, and then quickly went back inside because I have a run to finish. It's not over yet. So the last mission of the game consists of 3 missions. The first one going all the way up into the building and killing Big Smoke. The second mission is coming back down. And then this is the third mission, where I have to follow Tenpenny in his... yeah, what is this? In his fire truck. Even though he's a police guy, but the fire truck is nigh indestructible. Our brother, Sweet, he, well, they don't like each other too much, so Sweet is just hanging there. I'm actually, because in the last marathon I had some awful things happen, so I want traffic mode to be really light. You'll find out why later. So this is a glorified auto-scroller, I just have to follow him. And stay a little bit close. Because I do think there's some rubber banding, but only for me to catch up. If I go too far out of the way, the mission fails. So that makes me real happy. Are you happy we're also out of reset hell, Ruby?
Yeah, extremely. This is really fun to watch.
So I did skip literally 95% of the game. In any percent no AJS, there are 78-ish missions. More if you don't do all the dupes, because again, I'm duplicating a lot of missions so that I don't have to do others. Because it's really interesting how the missions work. Let's say our brother Sweet, he has 6 missions. I can do the first one normal, and then duplicate the second one. So the game thinks, oh hey, you duplicated a mission twice. And then the next time you stand in there, the game looks, okay, you did so many missions, so you get mission that number plus 1. So what it means is instead of going from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, you do 2 twice. So it skips 3 and you get mission number 4. And that's really helpful if mission 3 is really long, really tedious. And mission 2 and mission 4 are short and sweet. Okay, I already see a truck. That is not good news. So I need to catch Sweet right now. Okay, this seems doable. I need to catch Sweet. Normally if there's like super dense traffic, it's really hard to do. Fortunately, there wasn't a lot of traffic. And now it's an actual auto-scroller that only fails if I don't even try my best. Like, I don't even have to do my best. I only have to try doing my best. Shoot some cops. It's nothing too special. So I've never been in another town. I've never done any other missions or seen any other important characters. You hardly see Sweet even. And that is super, super special. While being in the ending and going over estimates, 26 minutes I gave. Okay. Well, it's gonna be 28-ish, more like. Very sorry for the scheduling crew, but we'll have a very fast intermission into Chinatown Wars. And hopefully that goes a little bit better than this run, but I'm pretty sure it will. We're not done yet. So I do want to give out some shoutouts to some of the GTA community, especially English Ben, who was supposed to run Vice City as well. Unfortunately, life got to him, so he couldn't. Shoutouts to Mr. English Ben, and listen to him. Yeah, listen to him in one of the newer episodes of the Speedrun Insider podcast, hosted by our very own team of Speed Docs, and specifically CJ It's All Good. Loved listening to that episode this week. Next to that, Joshimus, who is a cool dude, all I gotta say. Powdynet for being a literal wizard. And the previous world record holder, Mr. 123 Robot, who during my attempts came into my chat, gave me some tips, and kind of coached me all the way, and now we're good friends. And last week at my own marathon, he helped me commentate for Any Percent No AJS, which is the 5-hour long category for me. And the entire run is actually quite difficult to do. And I was actually amazed that I could, you know, without loading backup saves, that I could finish a sub 5 that easily. Also, shoutouts to Heinke. He is also part of the GTA community from back in the day. Not anymore though. But if we try hard enough, he will relearn Los Santos and do more speedruns. Okay, time is coming up. It's on the other side of this thing. I can't tell you how long this is gonna go. I hope you are ready for Chinatown Wars right after the break. So in 3, 2, 1, time. Hey, we did it! We beat the game in a little bit less than half an hour.
Amazing job there, everyone. That was the run from Riekelt of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. We are going to take a quick break, so don't go anywhere. We're going to be coming right back with Chinatown Wars since that donation incentive was met. So we will be right back.